Hiya. It's February of 2026. We're not allowed to say Happy New Year anymore, but Happy New Month. This is a first for me. I've not done these sort of videos before, and there's obviously a special reason as to why I've made it. Facebook sent me a reminder that it has been now 6 years since I began working as a cultural interpreter, and it's been an interesting journey as a consultant. I think the post that came on my reminders on Facebook was from when my farm was 3 years old, and you know, now 6 years later, double the fun. So I figured I could build on that just to share a few highlights, a few key lessons and learnings that have emerged for me in this process. Sorry, the thing is being a bit shaky. Just to share the learnings and insights I've harnessed in that time. I began working as a consultant out of necessity during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. So February of 2020 is when I started on this path. So in that time, a few things have become, clear to me, and I think because I actually sat down to think about this, and I feel like it's things that I've learned which are useful, which would be useful to someone else as well, who's on a similar path, either as a consultant or as a small business owner or an entrepreneur, whatever the case might be. So number one is get a mentor. Get a mentor. A mentor is very important. In my case, I worked for 15 years with different organizations before I ventured into consulting. So I often lean on my former colleagues, my former bosses, clients, organizations that I've worked with in the past for different things. So in that process, I have built a network of different mentors. I know the person I go to when I want to learn about finance, who I go to when I want guidance on education and what to study and how to sharpen, when I need networks to certain doors. So just have mentors, have different mentors, and leverage those relationships. They are invaluable, and thank you to everyone who has been a mentor to me in one way or another, and generally everyone who supported my my work over the last 6 years. I truly, sincerely appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So that's one, mentorship. Two, learn and do. So I enrolled in a master's program a couple of years ago, and my approach in this has been to learn the thing that whatever the class is about, learn it today, do it tomorrow. Don't wait to do it next year. Apply it immediately. So for instance, I have a class about to start in the next couple of hours at 6, and I will endeavor to apply whatever I learned from that class, to apply it at least before the end of the week. So convert that all new knowledge, because you need to learn a lot of things now, and the world is changing very fast. So just pick things up, learn, and do them very quickly. The ones that stick, then you know what to do with them. The ones that don't, they're useful in the learning. So that, learn and do. Third thing is delegation. It is very difficult thing to do when, like in my case, A lot of the work relies on relationships. It's people I've known, worked with in different ways, or if it's new relationships, I need to form them, I need to develop them. So it's very difficult to hand that over to someone else to handle. I think for me this is a big challenge, which I'm hoping this year to overcome. But I think for anyone who is working in this way independently, delegation is something you need to learn very quickly. Fourth is diversification. Diversify, which reminds me, I got this hamper from my friends at the British Chamber of Commerce. It's for me part of diversification, because these are not organizations I have typically been working with. I worked a lot in the cultural and media sector, but utilizing that experience and knowledge to add value to organizations that are outside my sphere of interest, where I've been working in predominantly. So to diversify, because that is where growth comes from, and that is also where you're able to really cultivate new opportunities for yourself and for the people that you work with, even for the existing clients and partners. So shout out BCCK. I promise they have not sponsored this video or anything. I'm just really excited about what we are potentially going to be part of through them. So yes, diversify, think diverse, don't be tunnel visioned or narrow visioned. I don't know if that's the right analogy, but just think diversely, think of outside your scope, outside your typical area of conflict. 5, final thing that I would pass on is, it's important. Branding, personal branding is important, and building an image that speaks to the work that you do is very important. So yeah, this is something I do for different organizations, but I learned that it's necessary to do it for myself and be consistent about it as a consultant, so that people are clear on what it is that you're about. So once again, much thanks to everyone who has been supportive and who we've worked with over the last 6 years, and here is to our fantastic 2026. Yeah, I'm excited for what's ahead. Thank you. I will endeavor to do more of these videos. I just realized there's some gadgets I need to get for this to work properly, but this is a start. So thanks, and see you soon.